Hello my Gemini friends, welcome back to Owl's Eye Tarot. I hope you are all doing well. Okay, keeping it together. Doing what you're supposed to be doing. And staying sane in the process. Anything you need to know about the channels in the box below, if I didn't say that. I'm going to start you out with the Fountain Tarot, and we're going to get some Animal Spirit Oracle cards after I draw the tarot cards. Alright, messages of clarity for my Gemini friends. Your first card out, King of Cups. A lot of readings have this energy of, staying calm amid this that we're all collectively going through. Your second card out is the Three of Wands. So really putting a lot of effort into creating something. Then you have the Seven of Swords, which is a card that talks about trickery, deceit, thievery. Someone maybe stealing an idea of yours and taking credit, or trying to take credit for your work in some way. Yeah. Queen of Coins. Notice how she's kind of got that coin hidden. It's like her nest egg. Yeah, someone tried to pull one over on you. Four of Coins. So yeah, holding on to those resources tightly after someone tricked or deceived you in some way. You felt gypped. We'll figure out some more about this. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Alright. And your sixth card out is Temperance. That's a nice energy to be moving toward, to be moving into. This balance overall feel for this read is the Eight of Wands. So a lot of direct and forward, fast forward movement towards something. The Strength card also came out, so I'm going to use that as a clarifier. At the bottom of the deck we have Four of Wands, so celebration and public recognition, perhaps for whatever it is that you're creating, in the process of creating. Or maybe it's just recognition for how well you've handled yourself during this incredibly difficult time. We've got the Page of Cups at the top of the deck. So that's kind of saying to me, what that's saying to me is that the King of Cups energy that you're showing others, you're not necessarily feeling it, and that's okay. I know that, I've given comfort throughout my life many times to people that I didn't truly believe in that moment. But sometimes it's all that we can do is to hold on to hope, and to keep pushing forward, trying to manifest and continue to make our dreams come true, continue to get what we want out of life. Right now, we have a lot of restrictions, right? But there's a whole opportunity here for people to be doing a lot of work on themselves that's going to benefit them exponentially when we all come out on the other side of this. Keep your eye open for who it is that might be tricking you in some way, or lying to you, or trying to hoard. No hoarding. This is a time that everybody wants to be very fair. Treat others the way that you would want them to treat you and respect you. Stop buying up all the goddamn toilet paper. I don't know, what that's all about, but I could not believe. I went into the store and y'all bought up all the toilet paper, the eggs, the butter. There was one thing of dish soap. I got the last thing of dish soap. And if I'd been 10 seconds slower, I wouldn't have gotten that. Sorry, I lost track of where I was going. Alright, so watch out for that trickery, that greed, that deceit. But I feel like you're already aware of that. You're kind of sitting here pretty with your nest egg, thinking, I got your number, bitch. You know what's up. You're a lot more awake than the person that's trying to pull one over on you thinks that you are. So now's the time to hold on tightly to things, because we have this energy here. Alright? Only give if you can, and to those that you know need what you're giving. Some people need, and they just have a hard time asking, I've always been one of those people. I figure things out on my own. I hate asking for anything from anybody else. It's how I've always been. But we do need to learn to ask without feeling shame. That's important. But in this reading, this is a lot more about holding on to these finances. Perhaps you're holding on to things a little too tightly, but sometimes that happens when we're tricked and deceived. And then you've got Temperance here as your last card out. So you are becoming, it's almost like you're coming to terms with how you were deceived or tricked or whatever this means to you. I don't know your story, all right? You're finding a sense of balance, emotional balance, because you have to. You've reached a point where you have to do something different. And this character, look at that beam coming from the top of his head. His feet are in the water being emotion. The cups that he's got in his hands that he's pouring from one to the other, there's a balancing going on, and that balancing of emotion is happening right alongside logic. He's more woke now. So there's a wisdom here to this emotional balancing. Very often when we act off emotions, there's not a lot of logic that comes into play. Sometimes, it's hard to be emotional about something and be logical at the same time. But you're finding that balance, and that's a really great thing to see. And like I said, there's a lot of fast forward movement, and you seem to be you seem to have adapted a lot of strength in order to make it look easy. Because a lot of you Gemini out there seem to be making it look easy. At least in terms of what you're doing all the right things. It's really, 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 really nice to see. Really nice to see. Because there are fucking fools out here. Just acting like life is normal and making more people sick, prolonging our quarantine, everyone who's doing the right thing. This pisses me off. And half the time, these are the same motherfuckers who are hoarding all the shit. I don't get it. Alright. Let's get you a couple animal spirit oracle cards before I lose my temper again. What message do you have to add to this for my gorgeous Gemini friends? My twins. Now that was just uncalled for. It's unbelievable how the cards that keep coming out are all the cards that keep coming out during this period. It's like the same 10, 15 cards. No joke. Alright. Horse spirit. Freedom is yours, but the bitch came out in reverse. Again, that's the wrong side. Like, ain't none of these cards in reverse. None of them. That horse spirit card. It's like, nope, fuck your freedom. We've got a lot more freedom than we realize, right? So, what else do we have besides this loss of freedom? Adding clarity to Gemini. There we go. Okay, well, Electric Eel Spirit came out in reverse as well because of the way it fell, and I picked it up, but I'm going to keep it in reverse. Electric Eel Spirit talks about bringing your ideas to life, but in reverse, the reason I'm going to keep it in reverse is because I think that it speaks to whatever it is that you were trying to create, or whatever game plan that was yours, or whatever it is that you should have gotten credit for. And then, somebody kind of stole your credit, or stole your idea, or stole something from you, some supplies, or lied, or something. That's why I believe this is meant to be read in reverse. Because once you reach this temperance stage, which is coming up for you, this time that you're going to feel more able bodied and ready in your mind to make some logical choices about balancing yourself out emotionally and about seeing things more clearly as they are and as they were throughout this. And maybe then you can turn that electric eel spirit card around and get back to bringing your ideas to life, doing it in a way that's much more private. Okay. And then we got co-create with spirit, crow spirit. And the butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Okay. Transformation is beautiful. You're adapting your strengths, right? And co-create with your inner divine. Freedom may not be yours in the way that it was, 2 months ago. But when we start healing our internal, the amount of freedom that we can begin to feel in our everyday lives, it's really intense. So freedom is yours. It just looks different right now. And you can bring your ideas to life. There's just a frustration right now because your ideas or something that was yours was taken, lied about. Like I said, I don't really know your life, but I believe it's time for you to take a deep dive. Go within, figure out how you really feel about the situation, figure out what might be smarter for you to do in the future, and figure out how you want to transform. Because you've got options here. And you've got the forward momentum, right? And little honey's also got her nest egg. She's keeping that coin locked, honey. Clink, clink. All right, Gemini. Now is a lucky time for you, okay? So don't let the way that your freedom has kind of felt altered discourage you from continuing to move on with your plans for the future. Things look different. Life looks different right now, but life has not stopped. Things that we became accustomed to are temporarily on pause. Continue to set healthy boundaries. Continue to put in the work. And together we're going to see each other through this. All right, Gemini? You guys take very, very good care of yourselves, and I will see you guys back here in a couple of days. All right? Bye, friends.